If you have already finished and possibly liked just as much as I did Netflix's new miniseries Untamed and are looking for something that's similar in style, tone, and genre, here are 6 TV shows to check out after watching Untamed in no particular order. My first and most obvious pick goes to American Primeval, Netflix's miniseries from earlier this year, and the reason why is because Mark L. Smith, who wrote Untamed, also wrote this. This was directed by Peter Berg and has an all-star cast like Taylor Kitsch, Betty Gilpin, Shea Wingham, Kim Coates, Dane DeHaan, and it's set in 1857 Utah that doesn't just showcase the freedom of the American frontier, but the pure brutality of everything going on in that time period, including the clash of cults and religion. Pick number 2 goes to Paramount Plus's adaptation of the very popular book series Joe Picket, who is a game warden in a fictional town in Wyoming who deals with environmental issues, corruption, and crimes, which bears a lot of similarities to Untamed, not just the series itself with the investigation we're following, but also our main character played by Eric Bana. All right, stay with me for a little bit. I know it's a little strange and I'm throwing this one out there. My third pick is going to go to True Detective Season 1. And now, look, I understand Untamed is nowhere near as good as True Detective Season 1, but it's a great opportunity for me to talk about it and bring it up and have people who have maybe not seen it watch it. There are some similarities in not just our main characters, but how the investigation does play out. Next up is HBO's limited series Mayor of Easttown starring Kate Winslet. When I did my review of Untamed, I actually brought this show up because of how similar it really is. Our main characters are almost identical. They're loners, they're isolated, they've gone through an extreme amount of trauma over the last few years and jumped too quickly back into their jobs. And when it comes to the story, it's set up pretty closely as well. They give us a small amount of information at the beginning of the show, and it slowly starts to unravel itself with twists and turns up until a very big reveal at the end. My fifth recommendation goes to Dark Winds, which follows a trio of Navajo tribal police officers in the 1970s who are just doing their job when their reservation is met with a series of increasingly violent crimes that threatens the uneasy balance of reservation life. Now, I haven't seen this show personally, but it has gone straight to the top of my watch list, and not that it matters, but it currently has a 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. My final recommendation goes to Big Sky, and I understand the majority of you probably have no interest in this show whatsoever because it's a cable-based show, but it has some similar vibes to Untamed. It's set in Montana, very wildernessy, and these two private detectives are dealing with some very interesting crimes, including murder. Well, there you have it, 6 TV shows I'd recommend checking out after watching Netflix's new miniseries Untamed. Those are just 6 of the many that are out there that are very similar in tone, style, and genre to Untamed. If you have any thoughts on my list, as well as any other shows that you would recommend, leave them in the comments below and hit that follow button for more TV recommendations just like this one.